Welcome back, and thank you very much for choosing to stay with us. Now, when it comes to business, it can be quite difficult to know whether you're using the right opportunities and the right tools to make your business work. Today on the Business Beat, Odette chats to a young entrepreneur who has turned identifying opportunities into an art. And then she also speaks to the head of an agency who is spearheading the digital entrepreneurship movement. Take a look. Welcome, Kerry, and tell us a little bit about your journey. How on earth did you manage to grow from being one consultant to being team leader of 100 plus consultants? That is phenomenal.
So I joined the business 13 years ago looking for an opportunity to earn an income. And 13 years later, I have a team of over 100 consultants under my mentorship. And we are selling gorgeous fashion accessories to earn an income and to generate business for ourselves. Well, during this time that everybody is at home, they are on social media every single day. And this is the opportunity for people to see more of me now in a more relaxed place and phase as opposed to their daily business, which is always very busy. So through taking videos and taking selfies, I'm having a captivated audience every single day in my business. I think to have people still interested in doing shopping while they are at home is for them to really be able to trust the person that is selling the product. So with me doing my videos, I am showing them that I am legitimate, I am out there, I'm still wearing my product and my brand to generate an income for myself while at home.
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. And I've learned so much from what you've just shared, Kerry. The online business world is full of buzzwords, but did you know that you have an office in your pocket? So how do you turn your social media profiles and accounts into a business tool and go from making memes to making money? I'm joined via Skype by someone who's an expert in just that, a digital guru, Jared Cinman, who is the CEO of VML Y&R South Africa. So Jared, we've heard about so many people who've lost their income, who are struggling now during the national lockdown. We've heard from a local entrepreneur earlier in the show about how she's using her social media profile to promote her business and to promote her products. What tips can you give the audience regarding the use of their mobile phone and how to create an office in their pocket?
Cool. So, look, I think the good news is that cell phones are now capable of doing almost anything that a computer can do. And most of the providers who are allowing you to advertise or promote yourselves online have tools in the mobile space that give you the same kinds of opportunities as you would if you had a fancy desktop computer or indeed a whole studio of advertising people working for you. Mm-hmm. So I think the thing that's missing for most people is a really good strategy, is to think through what is my plan, who am I trying to attract? And once you've figured that out and you've figured out how you're going to provide a service to people in these very strange conditions, then really the last step is the technology step. And that's really about identifying where that audience that you're trying to speak to is and putting together a very simple, clear message to that audience on those platforms.
And when you say putting together a very clear message, would you say that that could be a selfie or a picture showing the product with a little bit of an explanation or a little video? What do you find works best? Would it be Facebook or Instagram?
Yeah, so actually the answer is that it's the channel that's seen the biggest growth right now is WhatsApp. So to be honest with you, as much as things like Facebook and Twitter and these things are very high profile and people talk about them a lot, mm-hmm. The problem on those platforms is that you're competing against advertisers that have got a lot of money to spend buying space. Mm-hmm. WhatsApp is an amazing place because it's an environment where word of mouth rules. For me, the best kind of advertising is authentic advertising. So if you're trying to sell something to people they don't need or want, well, then there's no right channel for you. But if you've got a great product or you've got something that people are really going to need, the best thing to do is to find people who are on WhatsApp groups that are popular, a couple of hundred people, and get them to recommend or endorse your product in that space. I think that to me seems like the most obvious opportunity right now. People trust those recommendations, and it's a channel that's very personal.
Yes.
And I think it's a way to break in and leap ahead of the guys who've got tons of advertising budgets.
That's incredible. I think everybody can learn from that, and everybody knows how to use WhatsApp. So I think the lesson from what you're saying is that use your mobile phone relevantly. If you have a product that you feel you can put on social media like Facebook, do that, but know that you are competing against people who are using big budget advertising to advertise on Facebook, and that word of mouth still rules. So friends and family, WhatsApp groups, and spread the word using your mobile phone.
And I think that the thing I would say as well is put in some effort to designing that message. I mean, phones have got incredible free apps now for making video clips, for making images. Don't go overboard. It's very easy to create something that looks homemade if you go too overboard on it. But if you get some nice looking predefined templates, you can actually make something that will pop up in a WhatsApp stream, jump out at people, from the normal text conversation. And yeah, there's a lot of stories of people whose businesses are taking off that way. And then depending on your audience, if you're doing something very youth orientated, you may want to look at something like TikTok, which is becoming huge now. There's some of those channels, but I think this is the time for entrepreneurs right now. There's lots of things to be sad about, but this is a moment of opportunity for small agile businesses to outcompete the big guys who are still having big strategy meetings about how to deal with COVID. And you can actually have your strategy meeting in your head right now and launch a business this afternoon.
So, and what advice would you give to someone to stand out from everybody else? So what kind of content do they need to create in order to stand out?
If you're launching a business, as I said, if you're going in with something very authentic, if you're going in with something hugely relevant to who's going to be looking at it, then you actually just want simplicity, because people don't have a lot of time they're not going to watch a 10-minute video or spend ages reading a long document. You need to get a simple message, put your proposition there very clearly, and the best thing you can get is endorsement. If you have people that have influence in that community recommending you or saying, I used this product, it was amazing, that's actually what I'm seeing working better than anything right now.
That's fantastic.
It may sound kind of cheesy to use influence or viral marketing, whatever you want to call it, but it actually is what people are very afraid right now. And in scary times, they won't take chances. They will pick things that are recommended by people they trust. So that's the best way to do it.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think the unemployment rates we've heard are the highest it's ever been, and the future is in entrepreneurship. But the success of entrepreneurship is going to be in innovation. And from what I take out from what you're saying is that simplicity in your messaging, authenticity, and a bit of an endorsement within the community to whom you're selling is the formula for success. And all of this can be done from the comfort of your couch.
Absolutely. Remember that people have a natural desire right now to support small businesses. It's out there. Everybody knows small businesses are struggling. Everybody wants to actually do something good. And doing something good means supporting local, not buying something that was imported just before the lockdown from a big retailer. So lean into that. That's my advice to anyone is lean into that story. Make it clear that it's a homegrown product. You're going to support a community of people by buying it. Obviously, it shouldn't be a charity thing. I mean, your product still needs to be good. It's a business. But I think you can leverage off this latent desire to do good. And I think if you do that right, and yes, absolutely. I mean, what you're saying is 100% right. All the tools you need are literally on your phone. Phones are powerful computers.
That's fantastic.
And they can do all that stuff.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jared. If anybody needs to learn, you're the person to learn from. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it from the guru himself. This is the time for entrepreneurship. This is the time to make your glass half full and not half empty. You can survive this, you can earn money from your couch, and you can turn your mobile device into a home office.